How to get your first 100 subscribers instantly on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to skip through all the BS like most of the videos. I'm just going to lay down exactly the steps you need to follow to get your first 100 subscribers, 500, 10,000 from on. If you follow these steps, it'll work. I guarantee it. It does take time. You do have to have patience and you have to work hard, right? Or at least put time in. So before I get into the details, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel. We are always appreciative, and hopefully these videos provide value and you continue to watch more. Okay, now let's dive into the first thing. The first thing, and probably the most important thing, is because you won't have a channel without it, is you have to post videos. You have to commit to doing videos at least one a week. Ideally, 2, 3, 5 times a week. The more you can post to should be your goal. Start off a goal of just producing your first 100 videos. Don't look at the data. Don't look at the numbers. Don't care about what's going on. Just focus on that one goal. Just start posting videos. Again, I love Nike saying, they say it best, is just do it. Get started and go for it. Yes, should you find a niche that people like? Should you teach somebody? Should you do a vlog? It doesn't matter. Right now, the number one thing is you got to just get started and start going. Once you start going, then ideas in your channel will be built based off of the data, what people interest, what your passions are, and you'll eventually find your niche. But if you don't get started, you're never going to get there. Don't spend time trying to find a niche, all that stuff. I remember years ago when I first started my first business, I focused on creating a business card. I wanted this business card to be perfect. I spent days, maybe even weeks, on creating this business card. And then I went to a conference, and I think it's Robert Kiyosaki, one of the first people in Apple. And Apple's motto, he spoke, and he said Apple's motto with the first personal computer was ship crap, fix it later. So I want you to take the same mindset. I want you to just start creating videos and then worry about fixing them, building better content, and finding a niche that's going to fit your brand more specifically later on. So again, we want you to get out of your way, because if you just focus on this one thing, it's the compound interest effect, right? Things will compound over time. You'll get more subscribers. You'll get more views. People will hopefully like you and start watching your channel more, and you're going to grow. Or in that time frame, you're going to see what's working and what's not, and we'll dive into that later. So again, stick to the compound interest effect when it comes to posting video content. Just get to it, get going, and don't worry about the popularity contest of, what it's going to take you to get to the next level. Just focus on posting. That said, that's just the one little secret, right? So again, yeah, you want to figure out a niche eventually. Sometimes you don't. There's plenty of YouTubers out there crushing it and they don't have a niche, or they're doing tons of different things and they've built a following. So there's a lot of ways to skin a cat. So find what you're passionate about, make it fun, and just get to work. Or start posting. If you don't want to make it sound like work, just don't make it sound like work. Just get to posting and be committed to doing this up to your first 100 videos or more for 2 years, 3 years, 10 years for that matter, right? It takes time to develop that. And you can look at the top YouTubers out there in the marketplace. They didn't just start with one video and they blew up. Yes, if you're already a celebrity or have a huge social media following, this will help, but you got to just start posting and be committed to that one task. Okay, 2, you got to be engaging. So it's about building relationships. Even if you're not right there sitting on their couch talking one-to-one with them, you're developing a video, but you have to be engaging and building that relationship and sharing that information. So how do you also be engaging? Well, you have to have a good video, right? It's a no-brainer right there. You have to be engaging throughout that video. You have to provide that hook. You have to grab their attention, and you got to keep their interest, hopefully all the way to the end of the video. So hopefully by saying this, you're going to watch this whole video, right? You better promise. Anyway, so other ways that you need to be engaging is your thumbnail. So it has to be a thumbnail that people, when they're scrolling through YouTube's feed, it pops up and they're like, wow, I want to click on that. That seems interesting. Obviously, if it has your face on it, they recognize you or recognize your brand. It takes longer to create an image that is more recognizable. But when they click on that and they've seen a few of your videos, you've built some trust and credibility, they're more apt to do it. But in the beginning, you have to have it with strong titles and thumbnails, so it's eye-catching, has eye-catching appeal to a user on YouTube that draws them in to want to click on the video, and then obviously the hook in the video grabs their attention, and then you're engaging throughout the video. Your channel art on social media, making sure you're commenting in your social media posts as well as your YouTube comments. The more engaging you are within community, the more you're gonna build relationships, and they're gonna be more apt to watch your videos, engage with you, and so forth. So again, it's just about being a cool person, being friendly, being engaging, being likable, and responding to your audience, right? You can't just be so set back these days and not do anything. You have to get out there and engage with the audience. Yes, you could hire somebody to engage for you, but make it look authentic and make it look like yourself. And there's great ways to do that with scripts and writing out a lot of canned responses, so to speak, and asking your audience for questions and engaging with them to see what they want is extremely helpful. Okay, 3 is you want to build the 3-headed monster, right? What does that mean? So the 3-headed monster is basically trust, credibility, and building authority in the marketplace, right? So if people trust you and you're credible, that will essentially start building your authority. So how do you do this really instantly? Well, much like I'm doing right now, I'm teaching you something that you could go implement almost right away and see the results from that. So when there's something that I can give you just a little chunk of advice and you go do it and it works, well, then you're going to attribute that success that you've achieved with me in this video or other videos I may have done. So those are the instant things that you can do that. Obviously, if you're likable, you're friendly on camera, you're engaging, sometimes people like the asshole, right? Like it doesn't matter what approach you take. Are people liking you? Are they engaging with you? Are you connecting with your audience when it comes down to what you're selling per se, in the sense of watch time, right? Are you watching more of my videos because of my comments, my discussions, my engagement with you specifically? Going from that with the 3-headed monster, when you build authority in the marketplace, right? It's very simple. You either teach people something like I talked to you about, you can help them, right? So let's say I do a giveaway, a charitable contribution. I'm a fan of a YouTuber called Mr. Beast. He does these huge, crazy giveaways, almost like Oprah Winfrey on steroids, right? He'll give away a private island and he makes it a contest. So it's super engaging and entertaining. So the next thing is, right, you can help people, you can teach them something, and you can entertain them. Obviously, comedians, musicians, they do great because they're artists and they're entertaining for that. So people will pay money or pay with their time to watch them because they're entertaining. I take the approach more from an educational standpoint. I hopefully want to teach you something to provide a bunch of goodwill in the marketplace that builds authority and trust. In that process, hopefully I'm being authentic and transparent. I'm not trying to manipulate you, tell you somebody who I'm not. Be honest with my audience. Be very transparent for who I am, what I'm about, and so forth. You should always do it for the right reason, right? Don't get into it. People will eventually see through this. Get to know your subscribers. Again, build those relationships, comments, ask them questions. And again, it goes back to providing value to build that authority. So once I give you a bunch of goodwill and value, now I could ask you, hey, I have a course, and my course is how to grow your YouTube channel, or how to generate more sales for your business. If I've given you enough value over time, you're more apt to listen to me because now I've built credibility as well as trust. But if I show a bunch of Lambos in your face and all this hype, and it seems a little more sketchy, people don't believe that so much, right? Like, you want, and most people want to connect with that, with the person they're listening to. So focus on that as opposed to all the flashy smoke and mirrors stuff. Number 4 is numbers don't lie. So look at your numbers. Go into your analytics. Check out who's watching you, how long they're watching with you, how they're engaging with your videos. Look at the data. Check to see how many subscribers you're getting, which subscribers, what videos are getting the most subscribers, what videos are getting the most watch time, what % of the watch time they're looking at, who's your audience, male, female, what's the age group, the demographics, so forth. Once you understand that, you can speak more to that audience to help them and provide more value. So again, you have to look at those numbers. You're always testing. Your first video you'll pump out, you look at the data, you test it, you see what works, you see what doesn't work, you stick with what works, and then you trim the fat. Cut everything out that wasn't working, so then you can learn to increase your watch time, because that's really what Google cares about, right? They care about, or YouTube, which is owned by Google, is, are people watching your videos? How long are they watching them? Where are they watching them from? What audience is watching them? And that will generate you more subscribers, more views, help you rank higher up in the searches and so forth. So you want to focus on your numbers that will then help you engage and create better content to improve yourself. The reason why you're committed to doing all these things is because you want to master your craft and become the best at this, so then you can get millions of subscribers, or let's face it, the goal is to just get your first 100 subscribers. Once you reach your first 100 subscribers, then focus 200, 500, 1,000, 10,000, and so forth. Don't try to go from 0 to 1 million overnight, but focus on these few strategies to help you get the 100 subscribers right away. Again, I hope this was helpful. If you want to know about my course in growing your YouTube channel, please feel free to click the link below, and I want to dive into all the details and help you out even more. But focus on generating your first 100 subscribers. Please leave a comment below on how many subscribers you have right now, and what's your goal of number of subscribers you would like to achieve with your channel. As well as, it'd be great to see your channel and see what you do and what you're about. Again, if you want help, happy to work with you and help you on this process. If you want that YouTube course, that free YouTube course, go and click the link below and check it out. Otherwise, please like and subscribe to that channel and focus on those 4 key elements of being consistent, being engaging, building that 3-headed monster, from building trust, credibility, likable, and build the authority, and then tracking your numbers. Numbers don't lie. So hopefully, again, this was helpful and you're committed to doing this and putting in the work. And I wish you all the success, and I look forward to hearing how you've surpassed 100 subscribers and you're on to bigger and better numbers. All right, thank you.